We wanted to demonstrate for you the 4 primary anchor point attachments that we'll use during your rescue courses. I'm going to demo these in order of greatest strength to least strength, but know that all of them are sufficient for use with any rescue load. The first one we'll show is a basket hitch, and the basket hitch is we use 1-inch tubular webbing. We're going to join that webbing in a loop with the overhand bend or water knot that you already learned in another video. For all of these ties, there's specific placement of that water knot so that it doesn't interfere with the system. The basket hitch, very simply, is that big loop strung around tree or sufficient anchor point and clip there. I noticed that I put that water knot off to the side there so it wasn't around back of the tree or getting in the way of this attachment point there. But that's a basket hitch with 1-inch tubular webbing. Next one I'll show is a wrap, what we call a wrap 3 pull 2. We do that again with 1-inch tubular webbing. Wrap once, twice, and a third time around whatever you're tying it against. Then again, you'll join that into a large loop using that overhand bend or water knot that we taught you earlier. For the next 2 anchor attachment points, it's important that this knot ends up against the tree facing the direction of pull. So you go ahead and you're going to pull on 2 of these. Get that centered there on the tree. Pulling up this extra slack and then pulling that out of this system, making that tight around the tree. So I've wrapped 3 times and I'm going to pull 2 of these strands out. Again, at the end you want to adjust that so that you get this knot here. Just pull that nice and tight. So there's equal tension in both of these that we've pulled. That knot's well out of play there, staring at that direction of pull for the wrap 3 pull 2. Next one we'll show is similar. It's known as the wrap 2 pull 1. And again, that'll be tied with 1-inch tubular webbing. And we'll finish the loop with another overhand bend. So you wrap once, wrap a second time, and you'll close the loop with a water knot or overhand bend. Again, all of these anchors have different strengths. We'll talk about that in your course, but all of them are sufficient for the rescue loads we'll be working with. So I've got my overhand bend there, or water knot. We want that to end up against the tree or against the anchor point. We've wrapped 2, and we pulled 1 with that knot again centered in that direction of pull, facing where we'll put that attachment carabiner. In both the wrap 3 pull 2 and the wrap 2 pull 1, we'll use either that 1 bite that we've pulled out or the double bite as our attachment point to this anchor. The last tying option that we'll show moves away from 1-inch tubular webbing, and we'll use cord material. We usually use 11mm cord as our anchor static. It's similar to the climbing rope that you may be familiar with. We showed this in an earlier demonstration of the bowline. So we're going to tie a bowline, but it'll be around an object. So the first thing we want to do is create a loop in the rope. Then we'll feed that end up through that loop, around the other strand, and back down the same loop we came out of. Then we'll pull it tight like that. Every bowline, remember, requires a backup knot because of the fact that it unties easily. It's one of the reasons we like it, but also one of the reasons we need that safety. It's important that when you finish this bowline, it's pulling on this strand here and not off a side strand. So if you orient it the same way that I demonstrated, you'll get that every time.